All right, let's see here. Why is this not working? What's going on, guys? I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I don't know why this isn't working. This is interesting. I can't see myself. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Or this morning or afternoon, wherever you might be. Sorry about that. I was having a little technical difficulties. But yeah, happy Saturday, everybody. What's everybody rocking today? You know the drill. What's your scent of the day? I just figured we get on here, do a little Q&A, see who wants to hop on, just talk about some fragrances. I kind of want to talk about these new, or they're not even new, but these, oh man, that's really bright. These Swiss Arabian fragrances that I just got in, the Shaghaf OUDs. Man, they're good. I really want to know and curious who in the fragrance family has tried them, what your thoughts on them are. And just hop on here and, hang out, chill, have a really good, just, chill live talking about fragrances. What's up, James? How are you, buddy? Can everybody hear me okay? Let me know. Let me scoot this a little bit closer. What up, bud? What are you guys rocking today? Let me grab my scent of the day. I'm rocking... Oh, man, that's really hard to see. Bois Imperial from Essential Parfums. Such a freaking underrated, super affordable fragrance, niche fragrance brand. Essential Parfums. All right. What's everybody having a good New Year so far? Let's rock. I'm sporting Majestic Special Oud. I have a Latafa Shaghaf Oud, and I love that one too. Man, I'm really impressed. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Rocking takeaway pizza right now. Awesome. I love a good pizza pie. Let me tell you. I've got a friend who thinks it's crazy that I can eat an entire pizza by myself, man. I love pizza. I don't trust people who don't love pizza. Just kidding. So, yeah, I got this. My buddy bought this for me. $95 off fragrancebuy.ca for all three of the Shaghaf Ouds. And it comes in like this. Pretty good presentation. $95 for, 375 mLs. I mean, that's pretty... I think that's a really good price. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. Anyways, but yeah, what is everyone's thoughts on these Middle Eastern fragrances? I know if you've been following the channel for some time now, you probably know that I'm diving more deep into a lot of these Middle Eastern brands. I know, could be a little controversy behind them, being that a lot of them are clones, dupes. What are your thoughts on that? But while y'all are thinking, some comments down, I'm going to go ahead and get these out. I'm going to grab some test strips. I've got big plans for Saturday. I appreciate all the 4 people who are in here hanging out. Get all these out here. Yeah, I don't really know what the note breakdowns on these are. I do know that they share one similar note that I really enjoy, and that's praline. Adds a really nice, like, nutty sweetness to it. I didn't know it was praline, but they all had that similar kind of sweetness going through it. Which one do y'all want me to start out with? We've got Shaghaf, I think blue, as far as I can tell. Or for men, could be pour homme. It could just be Shaghaf. I'm not sure. Then we have Oud Aswad, which is Oud Black. And then we've got just regular Shaghaf Oud. Oh my God, that thing is, Jesus Christ. Who just got blinded? Woo! Sorry about that. That's crazy. All right, let's see here. Super chat is on, guys, if y'all want to help support the channel whatsoever. It's deeply appreciated. Let's see here. I'm not sold on oud. Autumn. You got to get the right oud fragrances. I've got to show you some, since I know we got to get lunch soon. I try to avoid clones, but sometimes I can't help myself. Going to a Niners playoff party later with some friends. Oh man, I'm doing great. That's awesome that you're going to a Niners playoff party. That sounds like a lot of fun. This year in football has not been great for NFL for me. It sucks. My Washington football team, or I guess it's the Washington Admirals now. That's such a dumb name. Anyways. All right. So yes, I am. But no, I'm doing well, man. Just staying busy. Got I don't know if you guys, who here's joining the Fragrance du Bois Discovery set giveaway. Who here knows about it? If you're seeing this in the future, you have till Monday, the 24th, to join the giveaway. All you have to do is check out my Secret Tryst episode that I just threw out today. But so I'm going to start out with, I guess, Shaghaf Oud. This is the one that everybody really hypes and talks about. I've seen a lot of videos. I've heard a lot of people talking about this one. And it is apparently a inspired by dupe, clone, whatever you want to call it, of Lancome's Oud Bouquet, which I've never tried. I've heard really good things about it. I've seen it pop up at fragrancebuy.ca quite a few times. And I think it may be there now. I can't remember. I saw it there not too long ago, but I didn't pick it up. It was still quite pricey. And if this is what it smells like, then I'll probably stick with Shaghaf Oud, because this is really nice. It's a really good oud rose combo, with that really nice sweetness from like that candied praline sweetness. It's got a nice powderiness to it as well. I think this is, I've worn it once so far. I hope you won that giveaway too, man. FDB is it's a great fragrance house, man. They make really, really high quality fragrances. They're expensive. That's definitely a truth there. But I hope you do too, man. I'm going to do it all randomly through a random comment picker. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be in your favor, brother. All right, let's see. I just wore Shaghaf the other day. It's great with amazing performance. Yeah, the performance is outstanding with this. Honestly, all three of them have really good performance. And they don't smell overly synthetic whatsoever. They smell pretty high quality for, God, what, like $95 divided by 3. That's ridiculously cheap. Randomly, I picked up Producer Michael because of you and Greta, so now I'm really hooked on this house and want to explore more and more. That's understandable. Producer Michael is a stunner. What up? On average, Joe's in the house. Joe, what's going on, buddy? If anybody wants to hop on here, I will go ahead and throw an invite up here. You're more than welcome to. This is an open forum. Who knows what kind of debauchery could happen? But yeah, Shaghaf Oud, man. I'm really digging this. Swiss Arabian. This is definitely a house I'm going to be kind of diving more and more into. I know that, Curly, I think it's Michelle, she talks a lot about Swiss Arabian fragrances. So yeah, it's really good. The oud is quite synthetic in it. It's not, but it's a really well done synthetic oud. Though, I think there's a lot of fragrances out there that use a lot of synthetic oud. And we got to quit complaining about it. But, it smells of good quality. It's a good smelling fragrance. It's really thick. It's a very a thick rose oud. But this would be great for beginners or people who are trying to, thinking about getting into oud. Also, what are you guys rocking today? Your scent of the day. Like I said, I don't know if for those coming in, I'm wearing, oh my God, this thing is so reflective. There we go. Essential Parfums Bois Imperial. That is a terrible, I gotta get a different camera. Bois Imperial is such a stunner for the price. $75 for 100 ml. Super niche quality. Quentin Biche is the perfumer on this one, who also did Ganymede, which this shares some similarities, some qualities of Ganymede, but way cheaper. Like I said, 75 bucks, 100 ml, full retail. All right, so the next one I really haven't explored into a swad, and I'm just getting this out here. I'm gonna have to just call this Oud Black because I think a swad and I think a swad, so it's gonna slip out all the time, and I'm not gonna sit there and try to edit it out. So, yeah, Oud Black. This one's fruitier than Shaghaf Oud. And it almost has a nice leathery quality to it. Maybe some added saffron. But it's a jammier type of rose, sweeter rose. The praline's a little bit more predominant. The sweetness of that one. But it's a great fragrance. I haven't given it a full wearing, but I'm so impressed with, the quality at the price you can get these fragrances at. Again, they're not like, like your Rajas or Fragrance du Bois or nothing like that. But I mean, again, if you're getting them for 40 bucks, for 75 ml, I'm not sure what Oud Aswad is inspiration of or dupe of, but it's good. It's fruity. It's sweeter. A lot more of a sweet rose. What do you guys think of Swiss Arabian? What are some other fragrances? What I'd like to do is start compiling a list. I'd like you guys to actually start compiling a list for me. And if you're seeing this in the future, go ahead and get some lists going. Throw them in the comments. And I want y'all to pick the next fragrance haul for February. So I'm leaving it to $100. So if you guys can come up with a bunch of $100 list for me, maybe I can just go through and pick which ones sound the best, pick some from random lists, or just pick one list in general. So it gives you guys some homework. Start picking out what you guys want me to pick up next. I think that'd be fun, and then maybe you guys can pick them up too, and we can do like a live unboxing and whiff and sniff. Oud Aswad, I think, actually is a little bit too sweet for me. It's good. I have Oud rose fragrances that are a lot like this. It actually kind of reminds me of Alexandria J. What fragrance is it? Oud Rose Oud, I believe it is. It's just Rose Oud. What up, Smell Gooder? Hello. Not Angela. I love it. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so it kind of, it's good. It's definitely a much sweeter Oud Rose. But this one right here, I'll tell you what, man. I'm not a huge fan of aquatic fragrances. One fragrance this year per month and already lost. Yeah, Lewis, I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I got this doesn't count. Oh crap! I guess I did get those Serge Lutens, but I got those Serge Lutens. What up, Pete? Good to see you, buddy. I got those Serge Lutens technically in December before the beginning of the year. I just paid for them in January and then got them in January. So, but technically, that doesn't count. I'm not counting that. And then these were gifted to me. And so, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Next month, I want to, we'll do another fun haul. So it would be awesome, like I said, if you guys could like pick the haul. I'll throw a post up on the community tab too. Try to figure out how I can word it and get you guys to really, give me your lists. All right, so next, Swiss Arabian. I'm just gonna go with blue. This, out of all three of them, is actually my favorite. It's a fruity, sweet, really nice aquatic. Ambroxan, ICO Super. but that praline is actually predominant here. So you get that nice kind of sweetness. It is kind of a bubblegummy sweetness, but not like, it's a very interesting bubblegummy sweetness. It's not like your typical bubblegummy sweetness. It's got a really nice salinity to it. It's fresh, it's fruity. You get a nice woodiness coming through as it starts drying down. But just the opening is so good, and the opening sticks around. It's so. It reminds me of, okay, this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Bleu de Chanel mixed with a little bit of Dior Sauvage. So you get that Ambroxton, and then you get the ICO Super from the Bleu de Chanel. You're getting that kind of freshness from it. But you're getting that Invictus, just a slight like Invictus Aqua, just a little bit, but not really. It's that's where it gets weird. Is like the aquatic part of it. I don't really know where that comes from, but all that mixed together. I mean, it's got I guess a little bit of Invictus. We'll just go there. So it's like all three of those mixed with this interesting underlying like almost ultra malt dry down. It's really good, but it still has that Middle Eastern flair to it. And there might actually be a little bit of oud in here. But yeah, I think it's really good. And I love that the opening sticks around on my skin for like 30, 45 minutes. It's a really nice opening. Yeah, and once it starts like just drying down, I mean, it gets that Ambroxan kind of takes over, so it gives it some lasting power. But then you're getting those really nice woods still, and that nice sweetness as well. But I'm thoroughly impressed by this one. I've worn it a couple times now as my scent of the evening, and I'm going to rock it next week for during the day. But this is going to be a stunner in spring and summer, especially in the humidity here in Tennessee. I mean, it gets stupid hot and humid here, and I think this will do really good. All right, so on average, Joe was interested in this bad boy. It's a good one, man. It really is. I know you're not too into freshies. I can't remember. I know I was watching your list last night with, I think it was Fat Joe that you were on with. All right, Brian, not to change subjects, but just got some Guerlain, Boisé, La Instant, and Homme. They're surprisingly good for the cheaper price. Those are fantastic, especially Homme. That is a mojito in a bottle. I love the minty, fresh opening on that one with a nice lime. It's got that nice, gin accord to it, or rum accord. I'm sorry. And Boisé, L'Instant. Yeah, those are all great. Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's there. If you are looking for some really good quality, like Swiss Arabian, it's good. I mean, I have to say, like, I agree with Sarah over at Glam Finds. I'm gonna have to agree with a lot of the peeps out there that promote these and really enjoy these Swiss Arabian fragrances. And like, I'm really enjoying my last Latafa haul. There's a couple that I've kind of changed my mind on, but yeah, they're really good. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a text message. All right. So, anyways, but yeah, Guerlain makes some when you can find some certain Guerlain fragrances, and I mean, yeah, I mean, Guerlain's been around forever, and they make fantastic fragrances. A lot of more traditional style fragrances, but I do like, you know, um, the L'Homme Ideal line is fantastic. Um, but what are some fragrances that you guys are really enjoying rocking at the moment? Um, and how many of you have gotten the new um, Zaharoff Royal X? I did not get on the pre-sale with that. like I said, I'm being a lot more frugal with my fragrance spending this year. So that was that. I might get a bottle. I've got a buddy who's actually. I mean, he likes the fragrance. It's just not what he was expecting. So he's wondering if I want it. I'll probably scoop it up from him. L'Homme Ideal Intense is freaking awesome. And Molinard Figue or Figue is also awesome. Now, Fig, if you're not, if you're expecting it to be some sort of like beast mode fragrance, it is not. But it's high quality for the price, and you get, moderate projection, moderate longevity, and it just smells freaking awesome. Have I tried Ligno? Yeah, I've got Ligno right here. I love Ligno. Patchouli. This just made my patchouli list. This is a awesome patchouli fragrance. But the one thing that I love about Jeroboam, if you are a Jeroboam fan, or if you're thinking about getting into Jeroboam, their musks, man. I mean, the way that the patchouli in this is done, it's got a nice spiciness, and it's also the musk, man. The musks really make Jeroboam fragrances what they are. I've got the newest one that they just put out, and that's Floro. If you guys want to see a full review of this one, pineapple, jasmine, and musks, leave a comment down below. Oh, let's see here. Have I tried? Yeah, so yeah, Ligno. If you're looking for an awesome, sexy, kind of fun and flirty patchouli, it's a really good one, and it's definitely easy to wear patchouli compared to some out there. But yeah, so apparently yes, I've heard Royal X, fresh and musky, a little bit of leather in there. So I hear. I get what George was going for, but it's fantastically done. I'm sure it is. I mean, George always puts out fantastic fragrances. I haven't tried one that, I own all of them except Royal X. They're awesome. I've got a vintage bottle of the Pour Homme, and man, I wish, I mean, it's, in my opinion, it's better than the signature Pour Homme, but the signature Pour Homme still, like the new version is fantastic. Let's see here. TLTG has been quite persuasive about Zaharoff, and I might be pulling the trigger on one of them. Not sure which one. Man, there's something for everyone when it comes to Zaharoff. In fact, I just got done filming 10 fragrance. Well, you guys will see it. It'll be out soon. But it made my 10 fragrances that I'm loving in 2022. Zaharoff did. So I'm gonna, but I love the signature rosé. Tobacco is an amazing classic tobacco fragrance, but definitely more modern. It's got a nice modern touch to it, but it's more of your Tabarome style classic tobaccos. But signature Pour Homme is honestly one of my favorites. It's the one I gravitate towards the most. Yeah, let's see. I have Mixado, love it, but really interested in Ligno. Ligno is great. Like I said, if you are a fan of patchouli, it's a fantastic one. Available, excited to see what they're like. Yeah. Yeah, Zaharoff, like in George is one of the best guys in fragcom, man. I mean, for an owner, for just his lifestyle, man, the way he treats people, he is just a kind-hearted person, and you can reach out and get samples of all the Zaharoff fragrances. What's crack-a-lackin'? Shout out to My2Scents. Holla, brother. Gorguts, what's up, buddy? So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the Zaharoff line. Like I said, they have something for everyone. You just gotta, figure out which notes and get yourself some samples and test drive and just figure out what works best for you. I wish the Z creators were still around because those were 3 fantastic releases. but I like that. I'm really happy that I own all of those because, now I've got, I got a piece of history, George Zaharoff history, and history from, Justin Copeland, Ross, Andrea. Yeah, so I don't think that Zaharoff's website has the sampler sets. I think you just request samples. I do believe that is how it works. But are there any other what releases is everybody excited about? Like, I've seen so many different new releases coming out, and like for like designer realm, like the only fragrance two fragrances I'm really excited about from designers is gonna be Givenchy Gentleman Privé and Drakkar Intense. Those are the only two that are really like piquing my interest at the moment. What are some of the what are you guys looking forward to? Oh, the new Aqua de Jo. Yeah. Did forget, I'll probably get the EDP, especially if it's anything like the original. Just for nostalgia's sake, I don't know how much I would wear it. I actually fell out of wearing aquatics because I haven't even worn L'Odyssée Pour Homme as much as I used to. But now I'm starting to like them again. So I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden I thought back. I was like, I think it's when I bought Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I kind of just got into these more interesting, kind of off the wall, more niche quality type of fragrances, and kind of just forgot about a lot of these aquatic fragrances, especially in the designer realm. Aqua de Jo was the second fragrance. It was the first fragrance my mom ever bought for me in 1996. But yeah, Gorguts, I gotta agree, man. I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna start throwing some of these up here. Boom. Yeah, and Drakkar Intense. That's gonna be a 37 years in the making, I think it is, or something along those lines. Maybe 38. I don't know. I think it's older than me. I know Drakkar is older than me, but God. Oh, okay. So there you go. There you go. You can request one free by contacting them, but then can take months to show up. Otherwise, he sells individual samples for $5 each. Good to know. Let's see here. I'm a poor man. My only niche is Invictus, but it was a gift. Cool. That's all right, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to smell great, and that's the one thing is, I'm not doing any rack store shopping, and technically, my Serge Lutens haul was not me going rack store shopping. I had my subscriber Tanner and a friend of mine do it for me. So, but these are a great. Oh God, that's the worst bottle to put up. Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm blinding everybody. Everybody's gonna be like, ugh. All right. But yeah, these Swiss Arabians are fantastic for the price. And they take a lot of the marks for what a lot of you guys are out there looking for. Longevity, check. Projection, check. Scent quality, check. There are, they are clones, but I look at it this way. If this is a clone of something, it's a clone of multiple different things. This one, I've never smelled the original, so I wouldn't know if it was a clone. So that there's so many fragrances out there that also smell like other fragrances, whether or not they're meant to be clones or not. Yeah. Now, of course, I've never put my nose on Drakkar Essence, the blue bottle. I haven't either, Gorguts. I haven't really. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've tried any of the other Drakkars because I'm curious to know if this is going to be a flanker of Drakkar Noir, or if this is a flanker from the original Drakkar. I can't remember what year it came out. 1980, maybe before that. guess I could look it up. But anyways, but I'm curious because I think it's going to be a flanker of the original, which would be freaking awesome, except for the fact I've never smelled the original, so I have no idea. Now, of course, I've never put my nose on Drakkar Essence, the blue bottle. We just said that. Oh, and also with Aqua de Jo Eau de Parfum, I'm really hoping that if they don't go to back to like the original formulation of Aqua de Jo, I hope it's like a recreation of Essence. Or Essenza. That's it. Essenza. I really hope it is because that was an awesome flanker that can't get anymore. Okay, so yeah, Smell Gooder, 70s. The original Drakkar, 70s. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I'd like to find a old bottle of that. Somebody said, haha, love the technicality. It's definitely a technicality. I did pay for those Serge Lutins. But I mean, you can see, if you've watched that episode, you guys can see why these were sent to rack stores. Look at how underfilled they are. And all the bottles I got are underfills. But how much I paid for them, All right. But I'm also excited about, getting into some niche fragrances. I'm excited about the new Fragrance Du Bois, the two that are coming to the States in February, Solstice and London Spice. And luckily, I was able to try London Spice, and I'm definitely, that's going to be a niche pickup for the year. That's an awesome release. It's really good. If you guys had tried London Oud from Fragrance Du Bois, it's the same fragrance without the oud in it. So, it's different, but it's basically the same construct. But, all right, let's see here. But yeah, any other fragrances you guys are excited about for that, that are upcoming? Let me know. Just kind of wanted to hop on here and, hang out with the fragrance family. All right, man. Not Angela. Peace out. Enjoy work, buddy. Don't work too hard. It's Saturday. All right. But yeah, so as for like another, if you're trying to get into just like, really good, inexpensive niche brand this year, definitely check out, God, I wish this light wasn't so bad, but you really need to check out Essential Parfums and any of their fragrances. They're all so extremely affordable at full retail. I mean, you're looking at $75 for 100 ml. Have really amazing perfumers on each one of their fragrances. They each have a different perfumer. This one, Bois Imperial by Quentin Biche. Man, I sprayed that on at, let's see, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. I sprayed that on at like 7:30 this morning, and I still smell it. I did go a little heavy on the trigger. I'm going to say that. But Essential Parfums, super high quality juice, and the way they get away with, having the fragrances so affordable, they do a very stock bottle, stock cap. All their packaging is also like biodegradable. It's all, recycled. So it's not like an outlandish presentation whatsoever, but the juice is really, really good. Yeah, world-class perfumers and really good stuff. I really like Bois Imperial. This is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be wearing more. There's actually a really freaking funny story behind this fragrance because I bought this fragrance, this one and Orange Santal, like I'm going to say 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. And I totally forgot about them. I literally sprayed them once, put them back in their box, and then I moved. And when I moved, I put them in a different box than a lot of the rest of my fragrances. And so when I moved again, I found the boxes when I was unpacking, and I found these. I was like, oh man, I've literally sprayed these once, and I've had them forever. The issues with being a fragrance collector. But anyways, Bois Imperial, awesome. Essential Parfums, fantastic. Who's excited for me to do my review of this? Heavenly Place, Andres Parfums, the first niche fragrance brand out of Guatemala. This is just a sneak peek. You guys are gonna have to drop some comments actually, you don't have to. I'm gonna do a full review on it anyways. It's really freaking good. And again, affordable. Brand new niche brand coming out of Guatemala that is very affordable. If you like cardamom, if you like jasmine, musks, the review for this bad boy is coming out really soon. So I'm really digging that. Oh, no worries. It's all right to be late. We've only been on here for 36 minutes. We're just chatting about fragrances. Soon I plan on diving into the oud fragrance game. What kind of what kind of oud are you thinking about diving into? You gonna go like balls deep, like full on? I'm going like skanky, skunky oud, or are you gonna start out with more mild ouds, like Oud Touch from Frank Olivier? This is a great beginner's oud, especially if you are just getting into ouds. And the price, God, I don't even know. $20-ish for this. And this is actually, so some say, and I have not tried it, but this is inspired by a clone of Oud Ispahan from Dior, from the Privé line. But Oud Mosaic too, say that. Like Ken, every Friday night I do a live with Ken Scents, Ken Allen, and he was rocking his scent of the day yesterday was Oud Mosaic from Banana Republic. Man, that Banana Republic icon line is really good for how much you can find it at rack stores. It's quite ridiculous. You can have an entire fragrance collection with just those fragrances. And have every style of fragrance that you need. Except I don't know if they really make an aquatic. I don't think there's really an aquatic fragrance. I have all of them except what is it? Cypress and something. I keep trying to sample real ouds, but each time I get one, I find out the frag isn't really an oud focused scent. You're going to find that a lot. So I think that also, there needs to be like some sort of debunking of oud, because a lot of natural ouds, first of all, they're very expensive, and you're going to pay a lot of money to try, very natural ouds. Like, I got one right here. And again, this is, $250. This is from, God, man, my light sucks. This is Emperor's Court from Dixit and Zach. This is 100% natural oud. I mean, it's got four or five different types of oud. It's got an oud from 1983 or 85 in it, I believe. But $250 for 30 ml. A lot of your designer fragrances, a lot of even your niche fragrances, they're using synthetic ouds. Or they're using oud, but they're using a lot lower quantity than you would, than they normally would on top, and then put in a synthetic oud on top of that. Now, there are tons of brands that have natural ouds, but you pay for it. I mean, you really do. I don't think that the oud and oud for greatness is natural. I think it's a synthetic oud. Now, and then there's a lot of oud that get discredited and kind of get knocked for not having oud in them, even though they say oud in them. Even like Fragrance Du Bois, there's, I didn't know this, but they use oud in all of their fragrances except this new line of fragrances. But the way that it's used, and that's how they pride themselves on it. They're using younger ouds, so they're not as funky and animalic, but they're also utilizing them in a way so they're not animalic. So they just add and kind of round out the composition, but there is some oud in it. But again, but these, we'll take these for instance. This is definitely not natural oud, though it's a really good smelling synthetic oud, because you also have to think a lot. Oud is an endangered species. The conservation of oud is huge, and so a lot of brands have created ways of, and a lot of people have created ways of recreating oud, but through synthetics. And synthetics, if you think about it, if you really want to break it down, synthetic molecule, a lot of synthetics, ingredients come from natural ingredients. So it's just synthesized from something natural. Anyways, so are synthetics not natural? Some of them, yes. A lot of them, possibly. But I mean, even synthetics they're derived from natural ingredients. Anyways, let's see. Oud Touch by Frank Olivier is one, and a couple of the ones that you just recently reviewed. It is, yes. I just reviewed that one. I've added it quite a few lists. I usually take things balls deep, but for fragrances, I'm going slowly. Electimus Mercurial Cashmere. That's a one I have not tried. So I've got, my buddy and I are doing a swap. I've got Black Caviar coming. I like that fragrance. Some people don't. Like my buddy, he hates it. Oud for Glory is the clone of Oud for Greatness. Yep, 100%. One of my highest watched episodes is my Oud for Glory versus Oud for Greatness video. Real ouds are going to cost. Absolutely. I would also suggest Middle Eastern houses as well. Yeah. So, I have some bortnikoffs that are definitely stupid. Like, the oud is, you can smell the natural essence of the oud in it. And oud can be utilized in so many different ways, guys. Like, it's not just going to be funky and animalic. You're not necessarily going to detect that it's oud. It can sometimes come off just very woody and musty and musky and have some sweetness. And sometimes it can have a little bit of a creaminess or a powderiness to the fragrance. Yes, Bortnikoff uses real oud. Yeah. Oud Satin Mood, you're right. It does not have a whole lot of oudiness to it, but it's a really well put together oud. And I know that Francis Kirkjean has a contract with a pretty well-known oud company, so I know that he uses a lot of natural ouds. But how he uses it and how he tinctures it out, and maybe even, certain perfumers can create, a synthetic way, taking from natural oud and creating more of a, making it last longer, stretch out further. Yeah, I love Oud Satin Mood. It's great. I actually like Oud Silk Mood more, and I like Oud the most from MFK. Oud Satin Mood is great, but it's just not my favorite out of those three. Arige I'm terrible. I'm going to butcher this name. Arige Lador. Yeah, they use, that's Russian Adam, I believe, who also has done a lot of work with Bortnikoff, because Dmitry Bortnikoff, before he got into perfumery, he was known for his distillation of oud. So he created tinctures and distilled oud and different ingredients. That's what makes his fragrances so interesting and unique, because he really does a lot of it's some interesting stuff with his ingredients and uses some really interesting ingredients. Tabac Doré is still, up there on, my top 10 of 2021 releases. Let's see here. Don't know, man, damn, how did I miss all these? Have you tried houses like Arabian Oud? I haven't. That is actually another house that's on my list. So like I said, if you guys are seeing this in the future, or now, or you want to come back, or if you want to DM me, you know, on social media or whatever, start putting together lists for me, what you guys would like to see on the next haul. I'm looking at $100 or less, and that's not including like tax and shipping. So $100 was max, and then down. And what I think we can do is, like, it would be awesome to get everybody on here and do like a live unboxing, live haul, and maybe, you know, you guys, if you guys want to pick up the fragrances, we can do it together. It'd be freaking awesome. Yes, I do believe. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me make sure. I've tried OUD cologne. That one is really good. Yes, OUD cologne is freaking fantastic by bortnikoff. Nasamato Pardon. Now, it does say, you know, it does have OUD in it. That is actually one that I'm going to be picking up here soon. I've got a really good price on it. I used to have a decant of it, but I got Duro over Pardon. But now I want Pardon in my collection. But Pardon, Alessandro Gutierrez is really known for his modern perfumery. So he uses a lot of synthetics. So he may use natural oud in it, or he may not. That I don't know if we'll ever know. But I would say it smells very natural. A lot of the ouds that he uses, especially in like Black Afghano, it's really good. But yeah, so I don't know. That is, it smells natural, but it could also, he's so good at blending and using synthetics that it's really hard to tell with Alessandro. Okay, I know you like ATH. What's your favorite ATH? God, I have so many. I mean, Smolder is probably my favorite, but I'm also really loving Adonis right now, which is about to come out in an episode for me. I just picked it up, and it's a really nice, fresh woody that's very attention-getting. It's a very unique, mass-appealing smelling fragrance because it has this note of peppermint in it. And you definitely detect the peppermint, but it adds this really nice and really nice bergamot. So it's like bright and fresh up top. There's also a nice vanilla, and it's got this kind of spicy peppermint and some other spices going on, and then really nice woodiness, and it's got ambroxan in it as well. It's a fantastic fragrance. But man, there's so many that I like. I mean, Forbidden, I think, is incredible. Haze Blue or Haze Black. The new Legend that's going to be coming out, because I'm privileged to have the new formulation already, just a small 10 ml. That's fantastic. I also like Legend of Maverick, but those are about to be gone. Man, I know that's terrible. That's not really good for you, because I just threw words at you. Boss Bastard's awesome if you like tobacco and it's tobacco leather fragrances, more tobacco than anything. Oud is awesome. Onyx is awesome. God, he's got so many. Let's see here. Not yet. I'm trying to research some more stuff. Bortnikoff Amber Cologne is a masterpiece. So many florals, yet not too feminine. Oh, absolutely. Amber Cologne is a banger. And, that's all based around ambergris. And the ambergris in it is so good. Meaty, juicy, white, and, a blend of white and yellow florals. It's really good. My2Scents, do you have a P.O. box to receive samples for subscribers? You can just DM me or email me. I don't mind sending you my address if you want to send me something. In fact, I love doing blind smelling rates. So if you want to send me something and challenge me to something, cool. It makes for great content. You get an awesome shout out. Speaking of shout outs, I think Super Chat's on. I don't really know. If you guys want to help the cause and help the channel, feel free. But let's see here. Pardon. Yeah, it's one I've been wanting to add to my collection. I found it for a really good price, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Slut is awesome from ATH. I'm probably going to get demonetized for saying that, but fuck it. I like to wear Slut with the original Animalix, which is his, musk booster. basically it's just adds a nice filthiness to his fragrances. I also have the new formulation of animalics, which is adding just softer and sweeter musks. It's a nice layering booster. Man, that was a lot of questions. Bam! Knocking out those questions. All right. So, have you guys? What are some of the fragrances y'all are excited about getting in a haul? What do you get sitting in your shopping carts at the moment? Anything fun? Yeah, Animalics and Onyx are super good. I love Onyx, man. Original or extreme? Extreme is definitely a lot on your sweeter side, a lot more predominant rose. The vanilla and the oud is much sweeter and not as animalic at all, honestly. Okay, so okay, so all right, here's some good one. Ice cold beverage. Everybody likes a nice cold beverage. Also reminds me of a song. I like cold beverage. Hey yo. Anyways, hi Brian. I finally got Wasteland Warrior based off your recommendation. Good stuff. Awesome. I'm glad you're loving it, man. Reminds me of Tower LDDM, then Creed Royal Oud. I can see that. I can definitely see that. If anything, of course, that's going to be, LDDM is a lot drier. And I mean, because that's, but I can see the reference. LDDM does have that nice ambery sweetness to it, and it also has that nice cedar and the spices. All right, the new Dior Homme Sport in cart, man, that is one I'm. Let me know what you think of it. I don't know. I'm going to my local not rack store. I'm going to my local department store tomorrow. I'm not going rack store shopping, but I'm going to. Pete, you have fun this evening, man. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, Dior Homme. I'm sorry, Dior Homme Sport. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if they have it at the at my Dillard's, which I'm sure they do. I doubt I'll get it. I never even wear the Dior Homme Sport that I have. I don't know. It's how many times are they going to reformulate the same fragrance, and how it's like now it's just become a yearly novelty. It feels like. I'm way on the rival Rosendo Matau, number 1 and number 4. I love his compositions and how he blends them. They're so beautiful. The one I really wanted, I think it's number 7. It's the patchouli. I think it's patchouli and white chocolate, or no, it's patchouli vanilla. I can't remember. Hell yeah, G Love and special sauce. That's right. I like cold beverage. Ayo. I love G Love and special sauce. I was wondering if anybody was going to actually get that. Oh, man. But yeah, Dior Homme 2022. Are you in the South? I am. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yep, Chat Vegas. Well, I'm right outside. I'm in Cleveland, Tennessee. But every time I say Cleveland, people are like, Ohio? Like, no, man, Cleveland, Tennessee. We're known for what the hell are we known for? We're known for Wacker, which is like a German chemical company. And we're also known for Bowater, which is a paper plant. And Life Care Centers of America. We're also known for Life Care, which is like everywhere in the U.S. I'm trying to think of other fragrances that I've seen. I know that a lot of the reviewers out there. I know Ash at Gen Sense. I know Ross does the talking about fragrances that are upcoming releases. I think it would be a lot more fun to do it like how we're doing it here. I don't want to make a video that I don't know if anybody's going to watch talking about releases that I might not pick up. So let me know some other releases that you guys and again, if you're watching this in the future, feel free to comment and let me know some of the fragrances that you guys are really excited about this coming year. I'm trying to even think of, niche fragrances that are popping up. Oh, the new Jiki from Slumber House is coming out. That one I'm excited about. I really want to get into Slumber House fragrances. Real bad. Real bad. But who here is excited about Valentine's Day? What? What am I? I don't even know why I'm putting my hands up. It's not like I don't have a Valentine. No. Single AF. EJ from Happy Land Studio has a new creation coming out next month. I'm psyched for that. Oh, Anna Rees Ledor has a new collaboration coming out. Man, I really wanted to get Manly, but man, that's so expensive for a fragrance that I'm sure it's fantastic. I'm sure it was fantastic. I might still, if I can find a bottle, I might get it. That sounds like boozy tobacco from, Russian Atom. That sounds, I should have got it. I should have freaking got it. But instead I went with, something even more expensive and smaller. And that's Elixir Attar. And oh my god, I even wow, I even forgot the name of this one. Oh my god. Anyways, Elixir Attar, that's gonna annoy the crap out of me, and it doesn't say it on the bottle. Why does this always do this? Sorry, I'm still paying attention. Only thing about Valentine's Day that excites me is the new ATH. Yeah, and I will be going live with Aaron Terence Hughes to promote, and not to promote, but to also talk to you guys about that new ATH. Okay, stop doing that. All right. But yeah, I don't know when he's shooting that over here, but we will be going live talking about his new Vampire Valentine's Day release, and probably also talking about Raw Cherry, which, man, I mean, if y'all like Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, I personally, in my opinion, I think this is better. I think it projects and lasts longer. It's just a better fragrance. I was not ever a huge fan of Lost Cherry. I don't think they smell exactly the same whatsoever, but of course they have cherry, and I would say that ATH Raw Cherry is actually not as boozy. I can post a link here for samples of Manly if you want. Sure, man, go for it. I'm all right with it. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this Elixir Attar is called. I can't believe I forgot the name of this damn fragrance. As soon as I see it, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah. Melange. All right, there we are. Melange. It's actually, I should have remembered that. It's a melange of a bunch of different ouds. I think this one has like 6 different ouds in it, but it also has ambergris. I mean, this thing is so good. I'm actually letting it sit because I want it to macerate, mature more. And it's, it's a 15 ml bottle that I paid way too much money for. But man, a little bit of this goes a long way. This is an oud fragrance right here, Elixir Attar. If you're really wanting to dive deep into, the rabbit hole of really natural attars, that is a good one. I'm excited about the Happy Land Studio release as well. I can't remember what it's called. I have a decant of cologne on hold. Cologne's good. And for the people out there who say, kind of reference it, that it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. That's what I got to say about that, because it does not smell like Baccarat Rouge 540. I mean, it's got a little bit of like a Baccarat Rouge vibe, but I like cologne. I like that it's challenging. So you really have to enjoy challenging fragrances, but the blood orange in it is top notch. I mean, it's a Parfums de Marly. It's not, if anything, it's going to set you apart as one of those fragrances you need to like kind of grow with and let it grow and kind of meld with your personality, you know. Rue Smoking by BDK. Rue Smoking is good. All right. I have a decant of that, and BDK is on my list of fragrances to get to kind of dive into a little bit more this year because I love Creme de Coeur, which is a really creamy suede leather fragrance that never really gets talked about. It's like a good. I just put in my leather fragrances, which if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a card right here. Actually, I'm not going to do that, but you can go check out my channel and go watch that leather episode. Yeah. Melange, the color of that juice is freaking awesome. But Rue Smoking is on there. Tobacco Rose is also one that I might get. I don't know. Rue Smoking over anything else, though. Yeah, people are goofy. They smell saffron in anything, and suddenly it's BR540. Or if they smell any pineapple, suddenly it's Invictus. Yeah, I totally agree. Gris Charnel is also another one too. Try Tobacco Rose and Wood Jasmine by BDK. I have not tried Wood Jasmine, but like I said, I do have a decant, like a 5 ml of Tobacco Rose and Rue Smoking. But yeah, the new Terence Hughes Valentine's release, I'm super excited for. You really need to also, if you are really an ATH fan, last night I rocked the new formulation that's coming out of Legend. Man, it's so good. It's so much different. He really amplified the sweetness in it and amplified the citrus. It's not overly sweet, but it still lies in that fougere style, with that oak moss. You have that nice kind of like lavender in there as well, but it's really amplified. Like there is a certain like bitter herbal spice that's in the regular Legend that reacts kind of weird with my skin. It's still good, still pleasant, but I think it's a coumarin that he uses in it. Could be the moss as well, actually, but that is not in the new formulation of Legend, which I think that's coming out in September. But that's definitely something to look forward to. That's gonna definitely be one I pick up. I don't think it's redundant at all. If anything, I tried layering the two, and they make great. If you have the regular Legend and you get the new one, it makes a great layering combo. But what else? Let's see here. I'm trying to think of other. I should have probably pulled up what fragrances are coming out, but iFragrance Official has been popping out a lot of fragrances. I know there's a new Zadig and Voltaire that's coming out that I'm really not excited about. Not super excited. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. I'll throw this up here. All right, My2Scents. Time to make you squirm. If you had to pick one niche house to get by for the rest of your life, what would it be? That sucks. One niche house. Man, that's tough. So any price limit? I'm gonna go with any price limit. Okay, so I guess I'm overthinking this. All right. So does this mean like any price? Like it doesn't matter price. Like I can spend as much as I want. I can have all the niche fragrances from this house, or do I have like a budget? Any price? Okay. I would have to go with Raja. If I could have any fragrances for any price, because I do love the quality of Raja fragrances. I know there's a lot of flack out there that they are they lean like I'm not going to say they're inspired. Inspired by, that's actually a good word, of other fragrances like Danger. I wore it the other day, the Parfum Cologne, which is that one, and Creation E are the only two that really stick to my skin and actually have some lasting power. Everything else I have in the Homme, the Parfum collection. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's very similar to Old Spice, but so much better. He has a lot of fragrances that really kind of just take older DNAs and just makes them luxurious and smell really freaking good. His use of benzoin is out of this world. But man, I mean, I would never spend $3,000 on the hot Luxe fragrances or fragrance. But if I had no spending limit, yeah, I'd get all the Rajas I could. But again, like if I had to spend it, I would say that I would do probably Zaharoff, honestly. If I had to, I think that he makes a fragrance for everybody. I think that his fragrances are all quite unique, and they get the job done. They're just fantastic smelling fragrances, and he keeps impressing me with every single new release. But I haven't tried Royal X, so I might not be as impressed. But that's fantastic. I know Ross over at TLTG, man, he's wearing the crap out of that. I see it as a scent of the day all the time. I know he's loving it. As for me, I'm actually probably putting more wear into rosé this year. I really enjoy rosé. I've worn the crap out of it. I mean, it's funny because I know a lot of people are like, but Brian, you never throw it up on your, it's never on your, hey, what up, Big Rich? Thank you so much. You're like, it's never on your whiffs of the week. Well, this is a lot of the fragrances, since I don't do my evening scents, I wear in the evening. So I like fragrances. I like to wear multiple fragrances throughout the day. I have to keep your attention span. So, I mean, I had one guy who complained last week about, me not getting to the meat and potatoes in a minute and 26 seconds. I was like, man, that's a hell of an attention span right there. I can't even keep your attention for a minute. So much love and respect for the best fragrance channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Big Rich is the man. Thank you. Thank you for the $10 and thank you for the shout out, man. Couldn't be here without you, brother. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep that up there. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of Big Rich, baby. Zahara's definitely hit above their price point. Absolutely. I truly, I 100% agree with that. I think the bottle presentation's awesome. The attention to details are, a cut above. And George is just a really nice guy, man. I mean, if anything, I think I was telling somebody in a live last week, like, we need more people in the fragrance community like George Zaharoff. We need people who are a little bit more compassionate and, just about the people. We need a fragrance reviewer for the people and a fragrance brand for the people. And I think George does a really good job of being for the people. And I'm running for FragCom president, just so you know. I'm looking for a vice president at the moment. I'm going from Godfather to presidential candidate. So, yeah, I don't know what my campaign's going to be, but it'll probably be like #kiss the ring or something like that. I don't know. Still working out the details. Just kidding. But yeah, I guess, George is putting out another release coming out soon. He's putting out a freshie, even though, I've heard that this is quite the freshie itself, with Royal X. I was actually surprised. I figured Royal X was going to be, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, but, I guess it does kind of make sense, musky, sexy. It's supposed to smell like after sex, which I don't remember myself ever smelling great after sex, but maybe I do. Who knows? Maybe I will from now on if I get a, Royal X. But yeah, I do love good musky fragrances. So let's hope. You know, we'll see. We shall see. All right. Guys, have any other questions for me? We've been on here for about a little over an hour. Anybody want to hop on? Everybody feeling frisky? I'll go ahead and share this invite again. That's an open platform. You can hop on here. We can have like a little convo, talk about life, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But yeah, hit me with some questions, folks. And also, I have not seen enough scents of the day. What is everybody rocking? Let me know. There's 19 people in here. Don't forget to hit that like button too, guys. It really helps my algorithm. Helps me get my 2 cents out there. I've had a lot of people saying as of late that this channel deserves more subs, and I 100% agree because there's plenty of room in this beautiful fragrance family tree. We have, this channel is going to keep growing and growing, and it's all because of you guys. So hit that damn like button. Smash it, whatever the hell they say. But yeah, I'll tell you, a fragrance that I'm actually really been enjoying, and I think I don't know who on here has tried this yet, but it's one I'm going to be adding into a list. Oh, Javoy private label. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting the comments late because it's just, I don't know. Not a lot of chatter. Plenty of people in here. Not a lot of chatter. But this one right here, man, God bless America. Here, there we go. Gallivant Naples. That is a terrible. I hate the lighting in here. This one I've really been enjoying doing some testing with. Incense and aquatic. It doesn't sound like it's really going to be, something that good, but it's got ozonic qualities to it. It's also got some nice salinity and aquatic notes in it, but it's got a really nice incense and nice spices. I'm just kicking around the house, giving Romeo Blue from Authenticity a second chance. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Ooh, California chocolate, scent of the day. Romeo Blue is a good one. I think I had a 10 ml. I gave mine to Michael over at I Smell. It's good. I mean, it's a typical blue fragrance, but it's probably not one, and it is actually not going to be one that I ever pick up because I've got plenty of blue fragrances. Okay, so I've recently been delving into ambergris scents. How do you feel about that? No, I love ambergris. Ambergris, the sole purpose in a fragrance is really, I think a lot of people think it's going to be like adding like an animalic quality to it, which it can, but it's more it really is put in there to round out a fragrance, to really kind of just add its ambery, sweetness. It has a little sweetness, has a nice savory aspect from, a little brininess, like salinity to it. I love ambergris. I think, there's a lot of fragrances, like even like amber cologne from Bortnikoff, which we mentioned before. Everybody, I think a lot of people were a little mistaken by it being an amber fragrance. Well, ambergris was the original amber. Everything else is, an accord built around trying to resemble what ambergris does in a fragrance. But the natural use of ambergris and natural ambergris is awesome. I mean, tons of amazing fragrances, especially classic style fragrances. And I love that, brands like Terence Hughes use ethical ambergris. So, it's legit ambergris. It's just ethically sourced. Scent of the day, Nawab of OUD. I have not tried that one. Again, if you are seeing this in the future, or if you are seeing this now, go ahead and start getting a list together. You can DM me, you can email me, you can leave it in comments. I want you all to pick my next fragrance haul for February. So $100 or less. And if you can, try to keep it from like one, discounter somewhere. Scent of the day, Daddy, ATH. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm swearing the scent, Private Accord. Who has tried the Parfum? The scent, Parfum. I don't really like the name of that fragrance. Hugo Boss, the scent. it's really unfortunate for like fragrance reviewers because we're like, and the scent of the scent, and this has got a great scent to it. The scent, I mean, it's just, I don't like repeating over and over. All right, let's see here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Once the sample is gone, it's a goner. LOL, smells fine, but it's just that fine. Yeah, Romeo Blue. It's just a typical blue fragrance. It's a lot of synthetics, a lot of ambroxans, lots of ICO super, a little bit of cashmere, like maybe a clear wood in it as well. But I'm excited. They have those 2 new releases coming out. I think they have a green fragrance, Authenticity Perfumes. They have a green fragrance and a coffee fragrance. I'm hoping they kind of redeem themselves because I'm not saying that I like a lot from Authenticity, but Tobacco Boss is just way too overly synthetically sweet. Not my jam. I mean, I can see people enjoying it. It's just not my jam. But Bentley for Men Intense. It's cold in Cleveland. I'm sure it is. It's only like 31 here today. Have you tried the Nishne brand? I bought a sample of Neff's Pretty Slick. I have I. Yes, I think I own 14 Nishne. I've got a lot of Nishne. I love Nishne. Let's see here. Have you tried? Yeah, so I'm actually going to be doing my top 10 of Nishne very soon. Have you tried Oliver by Stranger's Perfumery? Well, it just so happens that I have. It's right here. God, man, why is it so bright? Where is it? There it is. Oliver, Stranger's Perfumery. This is awesome. This is like a really interesting. This also ambergris in this, but this is a really interesting fruity fougere. It's actually more of a chypre. I believe this has moss in it. No, tobacco in it. But Oliver, and I love everything that Stranger's Perfumery does. It's got a little bit of like a neroli Portofino type of vibe. You're getting that orange blossom in there. Nice fruitiness, but you're also getting kind of that classic style chypre fougere coming from the tobacco. This is really good. The ambergris is actually really nice in this, which is also probably a synthetic ambergris. But this is a very gentlemanly, classic style, modern take on a classic style of fragrance. And I can't remember the story behind this, but I want to say, actually, no, I'm not going to sit here and try to remember the story on it, but it's got a really interesting story on it. Hermes Ombre Narguil. I don't know if I'm saying that right. How does it compare to Angel Share or Wojan? I have not tried it, honestly, and I don't see it ever being able to really compare to Angel Share or Wojan. Fresh Boss and Signature are my actually 2 favorites from Authenticity. So yeah, ice cold beverage. I don't have any thoughts on that. But Angel Share, I love. I think that is one of the best renditions of a Hennessy cognac. Because whether or not they actually used Hennessy, like a straight up cognac in it, I think they really did a good job of blending and creating a Hennessy cognac accord to recreate and resemble the smell, the scent of actual Hennessy. But yeah, Oliver is going back to Oliver. This also has a nice little booziness to it. It kind of has similarities also to like Creed's Royal Mayfair. This is a lot easier to wear than Royal Mayfair. Royal Mayfair is really, it's a very classic style fragrance. It's a very mature smelling fragrance. This actually has a little bit more of a younger side to it. In fact, I'm going to spray a tester strip now. Not that one. That one. All right. I haven't worn this in a while. Oh, yeah. It's got a good, really nice florality to it. You get this like minty mojito accord, a little bit of like a juniper ginniness, or I'm sorry, not juniper, but it's cooling juniper berry like fizziness to it. Really nice aromatics. Nice fruity quality. This is a great fragrance. In fact, I'm really looking forward to actually wearing this coming spring. I might wear this in the next couple days. It's got a really nice green, like cypress. Nice woodiness as well, coming from that cypress. But I would say this is definitely a modern take on like a Chypre or Fougere, along those lines. Nice tobacco, kind of a musty, dry tobacco. But not overly dry. Everything else kind of gives it a creamy quality to it. It's just the tobacco kind of smooths that out. What is your take on Tom Ford brand? I freaking love Tom Ford. Tom Ford is my favorite fashion house. As a designer and as a, I would say, yeah, they probably, Tom Ford is actually, or was my favorite designer fragrance brand for a long time. I wish they would get back to how they used to do fragrances. Ever since they sold out, they haven't, the fragrances haven't been the same. Being Fume is getting closer. I actually did just pick up a bottle of Patchouli Absolute, which is discontinued. It's kind of just for me. It's I really wanted to just add it to my collection because I miss those old school styles of the old school ways of Tom Ford. Tobacco ouds, your amber absolutes, your patchouli absolutes, your purple patchoulis, your those style of fragrances. I miss them. Okay, this Oliver gets really nice and creamy, but it has that nice mintiness coming from that mojito. Being Fume is good. It's getting closer to what I was looking for and what I miss about Tom Ford. It reminds me a lot of Amber Absolute. It's not the same fragrance, but it reminds me a lot of it. I like the spicy, smoky, really nice incense. I love the Palo Santo and the way that they created the ebony accord in it. It's got a very rich woodiness, but it is very. The incense is quite church-like. I mean, it's strong incense, but I like it. I like it. It's got good lasting power. I get good projection from it. But Tom Ford, yeah. I mean, I own a lot of Tom Ford fragrances. And if you guys are just hopping on, tomorrow I'm taking all my fragrances down, and I'm rearranging my shelves, and so I'm going to be doing my collection video soon, which also will be great for you guys because I'm going to be selling off a lot of my fragrances. I'm not talking like hundreds of fragrances, but there's a lot that I just don't give enough love to. And what I'm going to do is I would love to leave it for my subscribers. I want all of my fragrances to go to a good home. So I'm just going to leave it out there, and they're all going to be reasonably priced. I'm not trying to gouge nobody. I'm trying to whatever. So, but if they don't sell here, I'll throw them up on Macari like I always do. Oh, and also I'm also very open to trades. That's another thing. But to the U.S. only. I'm not shipping to UK and Canada. But Oliver's really good, and the tobacco in it also reminds me of very kind of classically styled dry Tabaroom style tobaccos. Japan Noir. Oh, really? For $5,000 on eBay? Yeah, I'm gonna say quick. Fuck that. There's no way. I saw Purple Patchouli. A flancoon for, I think it was like $3,000 or something like that. I'm not gonna say what I had to pay for my Plum Japonais. I paid too much. Well, not that much. I've seen some of those bottles go for like $400 for a 50 ml. And what are y'all's thoughts on the new? Has anybody tried the new Costa Zura Parfum? I've seen one review from Sebastian, the perfume guy, and it's actually quite interesting because it sounds like they have really kind of changed that DNA a little bit. They kind of took away as much of the aquaticness as, you know, Casa Azura was originally known for. So I'm actually, hopefully, I'm hoping that they have that at Dillard's tomorrow as well, so I can check that out. I think I'm going to do a video at Dillard's trying out these new, all these, try some of a lot of these new fragrances and give you all my take, because I ain't gonna buy every freaking new fragrance that comes out. I think that's poor inspiration coming from me, and you know, if it doesn't fit in my collection, I don't want to just have to end up selling it one day. I mean, I'm definitely okay with blind buying cheapies. You know, that's easy. But if I'm, you know, when I'm getting $100, $200, $300, $400 for a fragrance, I'm like, you know, that's risky. That's risky, dude. That's awesome. Love to give some fragrances a good home. Yeah, man. You know, I figured might as well, you know, let you guys know. I'll be posting it up on like, you know, I'll actually let you know in the video like what I'll be selling. You know, I'm not going to put prices in there. I don't want this to sound like I'm just trying to sell off my fragrances. I'm just trying to make some more space because I'm running out of space. I mean, I've got boxes on the floor. I mean, I don't have the space for it, so I'm making some space. And also, you know, I don't want to have 1,000 fragrances. I want to be able to keep continuously, you know, kind of rotating things in my collection. You know, find some new stuff. I don't find it fair for a lot of the fragrances I don't wear. I mean, I'm thinking about just taking a bunch of the rack store fragrances, throw them in a box, and being like, you know, $100, you get 20 fragrances. I mean, you know, it's a mix and match. Oh yeah, awesome, man, Lewis. I'm glad you're digging it. You know, I'm trying. I mean, I'm about to do my Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a Valentine's Day special, and there's going to be quite a few fragrances in there that are just unique fragrances that nobody really talks about a whole lot. I mean, that's really what this channel needs to be about. Trying to bring a fresher light to the community and trying to help a lot of people understand these you know, little or smaller brands. Like, you know, I told Pete about Collage. This is an awesome fragrance. The last Pure Heart 85, freaking awesome, man. Out of Romania, $160 for a 50 ml, in my opinion, is 100% worth it, because this thing is a beast, and it's couple sprays last all day, because, you know, if that's what you're looking for. Very unique. It's got tobacco. It's got some like coffee. It's got all sorts of really interesting characteristics and fragrant notes, and to create a very unique fragrance, I think is a very, you know, affordable price. You know, and that's what one video that I got coming out soon. Actually, it comes out tomorrow. Is all about getting back to like what this channel is all about. Is you. It's helping set you apart, helping you you know, be unique, help boost your confidence. So, yeah, I learned the niche blind buy lesson the hard way. Now I have almost as many samples and decants as I have bottles, maybe even more. Brian used to do a video comparing Rosé All Day and Rosé Noir by Gallagher fragrances. Okay. Absolutely. Sure. That's great. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that next week. I thought about that. You know, I thought about, you know, because Gallagher is a house that I'm trying to, that I'm really intrigued by as well, that I'm going to be diving further into. Rosé All Day and Rosé All Noir are freaking awesome. There is, okay. Yeah, there's two, no, actually there's only, no, yeah, there's two. I want to get Wicked Good from Gallagher this year, and I also want to get Amongst Waves. Amongst Waves a little bit more than Wicked Good. So I hear you, Brian. I have only about 40 or 50 bottles. I want to downsize and make room. Yeah. I mean, I'm gearing on I'm well over 600 bottles. I don't even know. I'm going to count them starting tomorrow, actually. It's going to be a lot of fun because I've just got to make more space. But, you know, there's so many great indie and niche brands that deserve some love. You know, Treachery. Terence Hughes is one. I know a lot of people are like, You know, a lot of people have heard of Aaron Terence Hughes, but man, there's a lot that haven't. Aaron makes some awesome fragrances. I'm really excited to get him on here live and us doing, you know, talking about the Valentine's Day releases. Aaron and I talk pretty much every other day, sometimes more. You know, it's usually early in the morning because we're 6 hours or 5 or 6 hours. You know, I think he's 5 hours ahead of me, 5, 6 hours, somewhere around there. Have you tried Misfit from Argos? I think I remember hearing good things about it. Yes, I have tried Misfit from Argos. I have a 10 ml travel atomizer of it. It's good. It's really good. Don't really remember too much about it. I think I'm pretty sure I posted a shorts video on my channel about it. I wore it some time ago. But yeah, it's good from what I remember. Argos is actually a brand that I'd like to get further into. I got it actually in my Scentbird subscription. But yeah, definitely some awesome stuff happening. I've gotten into genre parfums. I got Apples and Aces from them the end of last year. It's so weird to say the end of last year. It was just like a couple weeks ago. But the end of last year, and that, man, Apples and Aces, that's going in my that's going to be on some lists, man. Like that's some good cheap fragrance right there. I'll tell you what. Brian, Dame Perfumery is awesome as well. I have a couple of their perfumes and colognes. You need to try Chocolate Man Cologne, one of the best chocolate fragrances, in my opinion. It's not expensive. Okay, cool. If you would just, you know, hop back in here after we do this and just leave me a comment so I don't forget. Because what I do is when you guys, I have fragrances. I don't know if, you know, I don't even know if some of these people are still subscribed to my channel, but I have fragrances from the very beginning, you know, 9.5 months ago. Or, I'm sorry, no, now we're over like 10 months of fragrances that people recommended me. And I just write them all down and I put them, you know, then I put them in a spreadsheet and I go back through and I just pick and choose which ones. I still have some, you know, I definitely listen to everybody. You know, I'm all about it. Like, I know Sacred is one that everybody's wanting me to pick up, and I'm still gonna get it. It's definitely, I've not forgotten about it. But yeah, Dame Perfumery, definitely all about checking out. Kerosene, another house I'll be doing a lot more with, checking out. Oh, you know what? Speaking of new fragrances, man, I don't know if you guys, again, if you guys are on Instagram, you need to follow me on Instagram and join some of these lives. I'm getting a lot of indie perfumers on. I'm getting a lot of, you know, pretty influential people in the fragrance community on lives on Instagram. I just had Jay on from Icon de Parfum, and we just talked about his newest release, The Valley. This is definitely going in my Valentine's Day list. I was very surprised. Leather Gourmand. This has a cool, interesting, like, liquor note up top, but to me, it's more of, again, a little bit of like it's kind of almost like a daiquiri up top, like a rum daiquiri. There's no citruses in it, though I do get like orange or bergamot. The leather is really nice. The leather is super smooth and very, very smooth. You also get vanilla and tonka, so it gets kind of powdery in the dry down. But this thing is really, really good. I was very surprised. Did my unboxing and first impressions last night on Instagram, but this $39.95, 50 ml, super high quality juice. I even had to ask Jay last night. I was like, "How the hell do you make any money, dude? $39.95 or $39.99? I'm sorry, $39.99 for a 50 ml. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous quality for the juice that you get, and even the packaging. I mean, the packaging is even freaking stellar. I mean, he hand etches this in the background right here. I mean, it's so good, so stupid good. And I love what, you know, his story behind his fragrance is, how he got into it. He's a fraghead just like us, but man, this is good stuff. I guess I'll leave this over here because I got. If you want an expensive chocolate fragrance, especially for Valentine's Day, because it's going on my list. You could always get Chocolate Makes Me Happy from Unique Luxury. This is an amazing chocolate fragrance. You'll spend an arm and a leg, but it's really good. I'm going to have to try out that chocolate, man. Broken Theories, Blackmail, and Rude Elements. Follow is good too, but I'm just not a huge fan of coffee. I love Follow. I love Winter of 99. Broken Theories is one that is on my list, and so is Blackmail. I don't know if I've really looked into Rude Elements or Rude Elements. I do love that name, though. That is a really good play on words. You know how I like to play on words. Yeah, so I guess, guys, if you have any other questions, go ahead and throw them at me. I'll stay on here for like 10, 15 more minutes. Or, again, if anybody wants to hop on here, grow some cojones and join the... Oh, hang on. I'm going to see if I can do this. Oh, man. I want to do it. I got a new banner. Hang on. Okay. Can you guys see that? Please tell me you can see that. I love that picture. It's so good. It's so stinking good. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hide this. Please tell me you guys could see that. Could you see that? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Oud has one of the absolute best orange notes I've encountered. It's gorgeous and blends so well with the spiced woods. Sounds really good. I do love orange. That's one thing I loved about, actually this is Oliver has a nice mandarin orange note in it. A little bit of an apricot too. But yeah, that's what I love about like Wasteland Warriors, the blood orange. I love blood orange. This is the perfect time of year for blood oranges. I love that picture. All right, cool. I'm glad you guys like it. So if I ever have guests on here, that's what you're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and put it back up because I think it's freaking awesome. Boof, The Godfather. I'm going to have to change this up over here a little bit, but whatever. And I'm also working on a video, like an intro video, so that should be fun as well. Let me go ahead and take this thing down. Hi guys. Hi. Go back to comments here. Have you ever tried Gerard Monet Le Pew? I have not. Pluie. If we purchase something from Icon Parfum, how would he know it's come from your subs family? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just go over there and check them out, guys. I mean, for me, it's showing love to Icon, man. I mean, he deserves it. I am just a medium of helping inspire you to make some good decisions when getting fragrances. But the best thing about Icon is you can get the discovery set. You get 5 mLs. I'll show you what these look like. They're different bottles. Whew, that was close. Did you like that freak out there? Anyways, but you get 5 mLs of each of its fragrances. This one is 623. Awesome. Let's see. There's 623. 623. This is an awesome melon and cactus fragrance. So it's like a fruity green. And then you got Mill Avenue, which has got watermelon in it. Also some nice woody characteristics as well. Some citrus. It's really good. But you get these. You get all of his fragrances for $24, dude. Like his discovery set's ridiculously cheap. You get... I don't know if the Valley will be in there. I think you can request samples of it. You can get a sample of it, but the Valley is great. And I loved his other one that I reviewed that not a lot of people watch. You're more than welcome to go check it out, but it's Arizona Sunset from Icon des Parfums. And that is a awesome coffee, also kind of gourmand, but it's coffee, shea butter, and cigarette. It's a very interesting. Okay, cool. And it has, so yeah, definitely go check out that, Icon des Parfums discovery set. I mean, completely 100% worth the price. I mean, if I could throw a money back guarantee on it, I would, but I'm not going to. Just, sample out for yourself because Icon's doing some good stuff. And, if you are here in the States and you support, local indie perfume houses. They're out of Arizona, right outside Phoenix, I think. But man, I mean, like I said, the quality versus the price is stupid. You know, I try to even make the suggestion to him last night. Good, Silver Shadow, awesome. And follow him on Instagram. He's trying to make his Instagram. If you're on Instagram, but he's trying to make his Instagram presence a lot more noticed. And so go support him that way. You can also DM him, be like, hey man, Brian over My2Scents sent me, going live with him last night, man. I'll have to say this. You can also check out my Instagram. You can check out the live, and it's so cool. He lost his dad yesterday. Like, his dad passed away. And so he canceled with me, but he ended up getting on anyways, because he really just wanted to kind of not think about everything that was going on. So we had a great conversation, and, it helped get his mind off of everything, his dad passing, which is super, super sad, man. And my heart goes out to him and his family, but, that doesn't, regardless, his fragrances are awesome compared to the price. And, I even suggested, I'm like, dude, if you ever get a 100 ml bottle, I would up the price a little bit, because I want him to make money. That's the whole point of having a business is making it as successful as possible. Oh, hey, guess what? Mr. Smelly's going live in 8 minutes. No, 22 minutes. That should be fun. Maybe I'll hop on there. Probably not. Probably not. I got other things to do. All right. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. Ask me anything. Hey, if you super chat, you can ask me anything, and I will almost guarantee I'll answer it. Almost. Or you can just ask me anything either way. But if you super chat, I'll definitely feel a little bit more inclined to answer. I'll make it like a dueling piano bar. Like, I'll pull the guitar down and I'll play out my answers for you. That would actually be kind of fun. That definitely, like, would get the super chats going. I want to hear Free Bird. But that's awesome, man. Silver Shadow, whenever you get your discovery set in from Icon, let me know. Please leave me a comment or, DM me or whatever. Let me know what you think of them. I'm excited that you guys are, checking them out. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And again, that's also the great thing about Icon de Parfums is he's got a fragrance pretty much for everybody. He's got the leather fragrance that happens to also be a gourmand, and then he's got two, like one green freshy and then one, freshy kind of blue fragrance, which is going to be Mill Avenue. He also has glass quartz, and he took out Baseline. Baseline he has discontinued, which was my least favorite out of the bunch, actually. But, come to find out, it's his son's favorite. So, anyways. And I don't know if comments aren't coming through anymore, but I have not seen any new comments. So I might be closing it up, gents. But if you have any more questions, just a couple more minutes on here. But if not, I've got some editing to do. And then I got to get the hell out of the house. I will let you know once I test drive it. Lovely guy. He seems down to earth. Yeah, man. Super cool guy. You can totally tell he's from Arizona. He kind of, John, what is it? John Redcorn from King of the Hill. Kind of reminds me. He has that long hair. Definitely seems like a true Arizonian. But totally has kind of like a surfer, like, hey, yeah, dude, what's going on, dude? Yeah, man, it was freaking awesome. Yeah, dude. That kind of personality, really, really dig it, dude. Now I'm starting to freaking talk like a damn surfer. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us, or hanging out with me today. I like to get on here. I like to do these lives. Have a good one. I'm going to run to get some dinner. It's my birthday, and I see a fat ribeye in my future. Man, dude, happy birthday. Boogie Daddy, thanks for hanging out with me on your birthday. Oh, God, dude. That makes me feel so special. And probably makes you feel terrible. You're like, fuck, I'm spending my entire birthday with Brian from My2Scents. I'm just kidding. But I really appreciate you hanging out with me, dude. But anyways, all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end it up there. If you see this in the future, please leave me any questions, comments, concerns, any fragrances you'd like me to pick up for my next fragrance haul. Remember, $100 or less. As many fragrances you want in that, price range. But other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for spending some of your day with me. I feel very privileged and very honored to be a part of your day. But that's it, guys. I hope you all have a freaking great day. Remember, you're stinking beautiful and all that jazz, but I'm out of here. Peace, guys. Thank you.